In the intricate dance of human connection, particularly in the realm of attraction, subtle cues and unspoken signals often hold more weight than grand gestures or carefully crafted words. Women, possessing a keen intuitive sense, are particularly adept at perceiving these subtle indicators, unconsciously assessing a man's confidence, strength, and overall presence. This essay delves into 7 such signs, behaviors that, while often unintentional, can inadvertently project an image of weakness and diminish a man's perceived desirability. While this essay draws inspiration from existing content, it aims to expand upon those observations with original insights, practical advice, and a deeper understanding of the underlying psychological dynamics at play. This will also explore how to reverse those perceptions and cultivate a more confident, self-assured persona that resonates with strength and genuine appeal. The pervasive human desire to be liked, accepted, and admired can sometimes lead us down paths of self-sabotage, prompting us to adopt behaviors that we believe will make us more appealing, but in reality, project an image of insecurity and dependence. This essay will identify those counterproductive patterns, offering actionable strategies to break free from them. Moreover, it will focus on building a foundation of self-respect, emotional resilience, and genuine confidence, which are far more attractive and enduring qualities than any facade of manufactured charm. Ultimately, the goal is not to manipulate or deceive, but to cultivate authentic self-awareness and develop the inner strength that radiates outwards, drawing others in with its genuine magnetism. 1. The validation trap, the erosion of self-assurance through constant approval seeking. One of the most alluring qualities a man can possess is an unwavering sense of self-assurance, a quiet confidence that emanates from within and colors every aspect of his interactions. However, many men unwittingly undermine this very quality by constantly seeking validation from the women they are interested in. This constant need for approval, like a subtle but persistent current, can erode a man's perceived strength, signaling a lack of inner conviction and an over-reliance on external validation. When every decision, from the mundane to the significant, hinges on a woman's approval, it sends a clear message. I am not confident in my own judgment. I need you to tell me what to do, what to think, what to be. Imagine a scenario where a couple is out for dinner. Instead of confidently perusing the menu and choosing a dish that appeals to his palate, the man repeatedly asks his date for her opinion. Do you think I should get the pasta or the steak? Which one do you think is better? While seemingly innocuous, this constant deferral for even the smallest decisions can be a significant red flag. It suggests a lack of decisiveness, an inability to trust his own instincts, and an underlying fear of making the wrong choice. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess a clear sense of self, who know what they want and aren't afraid to express their preferences. Constantly seeking reassurance can create an imbalance in the dynamic, making the woman feel like she is leading the relationship. This isn't to say that seeking input or considering a woman's opinion is inherently wrong. In fact, genuine interest in her thoughts and feelings is a sign of respect and consideration. The problem arises when this seeking of input becomes an obsessive need for validation, a constant fishing for approval that betrays a lack of inner confidence. There's a world of difference between asking for her opinion on a major life decision after careful consideration and constantly seeking her approval for trivial matters. The key to overcoming this validation-seeking habit lies in cultivating self-trust and embracing the possibility of making mistakes. Instead of constantly second-guessing yourself and looking to others for guidance, start making decisions, even small ones, based on your own instincts and preferences. Trust that you have the capacity to make good choices and learn from any missteps along the way. Express your own preferences with confidence, even if they differ from hers. It's perfectly acceptable for disagreements to arise. What matters is that you stand by your choices, not out of stubbornness, but out of genuine conviction. The more you project certainty in your actions, the more respect and admiration you will naturally command. Furthermore, it's important to develop self-awareness. Ask yourself, Why do I constantly seek her validation? Is it a fear of rejection? A lack of confidence in my own judgment? Identifying the root cause of this behavior is the first step towards overcoming it. Once you understand the underlying reasons, you can begin to address them directly. This might involve working on your self-esteem, challenging your negative thought patterns, or simply practicing making decisions on your own. 2. The price of peace. The subtle weakness of avoiding confrontation at all costs. In a society that often prioritizes harmony and conflict avoidance, it can be tempting to shy away from confrontation, to smooth over disagreements, and maintain a veneer of pleasantness at all costs. While being agreeable and avoiding unnecessary conflicts can be a desirable trait, refusing to stand up for yourself when it matters is a clear signal of weakness, a tacit admission that you don't value yourself enough to demand respect. Women, with their innate ability to discern subtle power dynamics, are particularly attuned to this behavior. They notice when a man consistently avoids addressing issues, especially when he is being disrespected or treated unfairly. Imagine a scenario where a man spends hours meticulously planning the perfect date, only to find his date spending the entire evening glued to her phone, seemingly oblivious to his efforts. Instead of expressing his frustration or disappointment, he laughs it off, pretending that it doesn't bother him. While he might believe he is being easygoing and understanding, his date might perceive him as someone who lacks the self-respect to demand her attention and engagement. This isn't to suggest that every minor infraction warrants a dramatic confrontation. Rather, it's about establishing clear boundaries and asserting your needs in a calm, respectful, but firm manner. Setting boundaries isn't about being aggressive or confrontational. It's about communicating your expectations and enforcing them when they are violated. If something bothers you, address it directly, without resorting to anger or accusations. A woman who truly respects you will respond positively to your confidence and assertiveness. Moreover, avoiding confrontation can lead to a buildup of resentment and frustration, which can eventually erupt in unhealthy ways. It's far better to address issues as they arise, in a calm and constructive manner, than to let them fester and poison the relationship. By standing up for yourself and communicating your needs, you're not only protecting your own well-being, but also fostering a healthier and more honest dynamic. The key to fixing this tendency to avoid confrontation lies in developing self-respect and recognizing your own worth. If something feels wrong, don't suppress it in order to avoid conflict. Speak up when necessary, and don't tolerate consistent disrespect. Women don't want a man they can walk all over. They want a man who values himself and demands the same from others. This doesn't mean being controlling or domineering. It means having the confidence to assert your needs and protect your boundaries. 3. The burden of oversharing. The thin line between vulnerability and insecurity. In an era that celebrates authenticity and emotional openness, it's tempting to believe that sharing your innermost thoughts and feelings is always a positive thing. While emotional vulnerability can indeed be a powerful tool for building intimacy and connection, there's a delicate balance between healthy vulnerability and oversharing insecurities to the point where it becomes a burden. Women appreciate honesty and emotional depth, but they're not looking to become a man's personal therapist, especially early in a relationship. Imagine a man on a second date who, instead of engaging in light-hearted conversation and getting to know his date in a natural way, begins unloading all of his fears and anxieties. He tells her about his struggles with public speaking, his dissatisfaction with his job, and his feelings of inadequacy stemming from past relationships. While she might listen politely, deep down, she might start to feel overwhelmed. She may begin to question his emotional resilience and wonder if she is being drawn into a dynamic where she will be expected to constantly provide reassurance and support. Emotional depth is attractive when balanced with strength and self-improvement. Show her that you acknowledge your struggles, but are not defined by them. This will make her admire your resilience instead of feeling like she needs to fix you. Moreover, constant complaining and negativity can be draining and off-putting. While it's important to be honest about your struggles, it's equally important to focus on the positive aspects of your life and to demonstrate a proactive approach to overcoming challenges. Instead of venting all your insecurities, focus on sharing your aspirations and your growth. When you talk about challenges, frame them in a way that shows how you are working through them rather than wallowing in them. This demonstrates resilience, determination, and a commitment to self-improvement, all qualities that are highly attractive to women. Remember, emotional vulnerability is a valuable asset, but it should be deployed strategically and with careful consideration of the context and the stage of the relationship. 4. The performance trap, the insecurity behind trying too hard to impress. The desire to make a positive impression is a natural human instinct, especially when we are attracted to someone. However, there's a fine line between genuine confidence and desperate attempts to impress, and many men unknowingly cross it when they try too hard to win a woman's approval. This can manifest in various ways, such as constantly bragging about accomplishments, exaggerating stories, or excessively highlighting one's successes. While the intention might be to showcase value and desirability, the effect is often the opposite, projecting an image of insecurity and a need for external validation. For example, imagine a man on a date who repeatedly mentions how much money he makes, how many important connections he has, or how amazing his achievements are. While success is generally seen as attractive, this constant self-promotion can come across as boastful and insecure. It suggests that he feels the need to constantly prove his worth, rather than allowing his actions and character to speak for themselves. Women appreciate success, but what's even more attractive is a man who is secure enough in himself that he doesn't need to seek validation through constant self-promotion. The key to avoiding this performance trap is authenticity. Instead of trying to prove your worth through words, let your actions and confidence speak for themselves. Be genuine, be yourself, and trust that your value will naturally be recognized. Focus on connecting with her on a personal level, engaging in meaningful conversation, and demonstrating genuine interest in her thoughts and feelings. Show her who you are through your actions, your values, and your interactions, rather than trying to impress her with superficial displays of success. Ultimately, the most attractive quality a man can possess is genuine self-acceptance. When you're comfortable in your own skin, you don't feel the need to constantly seek external validation or to put on a show for others. You are free to be yourself, to express your authentic personality, and to connect with others on a deeper level. 5. The emotional roller coaster, the perceived weakness of losing emotional control. Emotional stability is a cornerstone of a healthy and fulfilling relationship. While disagreements are inevitable, the way a man handles conflict and manages his emotions can reveal a great deal about his character and his capacity for a mature and balanced partnership. If a man is quick to anger, becomes overly defensive, or acts out emotionally during disagreements, it signals a lack of self-control, a trait that women often perceive as a weakness. Losing your temper over small issues can be particularly damaging, as it suggests immaturity and instability. It creates a sense of unease and uncertainty, making a woman question your ability to handle pressure and to navigate challenging situations with composure. Instead of reacting impulsively, it's crucial to practice emotional regulation. Take a deep breath, listen actively to her perspective, and respond calmly and thoughtfully. Women admire men who can handle pressure and resolve conflicts with composure rather than aggression or emotional outbursts. This demonstrates maturity, self-awareness, and a capacity for empathy, all qualities that are essential for a healthy and lasting relationship. It also creates a sense of safety and security, assuring her that you are capable of navigating difficult situations without resorting to emotional manipulation or volatile behavior. Furthermore, emotional intelligence extends beyond simply controlling your own emotions. It also involves understanding and empathizing with the emotions of others. Being able to recognize and validate a woman's feelings, even when you don't necessarily agree with her perspective, is a powerful way to build trust and strengthen the bond between you. 6. The passive observer, the dangers of complacency and lack of ambition. While societal expectations surrounding gender roles have evolved significantly, The perception of ambition and drive as attractive qualities in a man remains prevalent. This isn't necessarily about achieving material success or climbing the corporate ladder. Rather, it's about demonstrating a sense of purpose, a passion for something beyond the mundane, and a proactive approach to life. A man who lacks ambition, who seems content to simply drift along without setting goals or pursuing his passions, can be perceived as lacking direction and vitality, traits that can diminish his overall appeal. This isn't to say that every man needs to be a high-achieving entrepreneur or a world-renowned artist. Ambition can manifest in many different forms. It could be a passion for learning, a dedication to a craft, a commitment to social justice, or simply a desire to make a positive impact on the lives of others. What matters is that a man has something that drives him, something that ignites his passion and gives his life meaning. A man who is passionate about something is inherently more interesting and engaging. He has something to talk about, something to share, and something to inspire. This passion can be contagious, drawing others in and creating a sense of excitement and possibility. Furthermore, a man who is actively pursuing his goals is more likely to be confident, resilient, and self-assured, qualities that are highly attractive to women. Moreover, complacency can breed stagnation and resentment. If a man is not actively working towards something meaningful, he may become bored, frustrated, and dissatisfied with his life. This negativity can seep into the relationship, creating a sense of tension and unhappiness. By contrast, a man who is actively pursuing his passions is more likely to be fulfilled, energized, and positive, qualities that can enhance the overall dynamic of the relationship. 7. The echo chamber. The pitfalls of lacking independent thought and opinions. One of the most essential elements of a fulfilling relationship is intellectual stimulation, the ability to engage in meaningful conversations, to exchange ideas, and to challenge each other's perspectives. A man who lacks independent thought, who simply echoes the opinions of others or avoids expressing his own viewpoints, can be perceived as lacking depth and intellectual curiosity, traits that can diminish his overall appeal. This isn't about being argumentative or contrarian for the sake of it. It's about having the confidence to form your own opinions based on your own research, experiences, and values, and to articulate those opinions in a respectful and thoughtful manner. Women are often drawn to men who can challenge them intellectually, who can introduce them to new ideas and perspectives, and who can engage in stimulating and thought-provoking conversations. A man who simply agrees with everything a woman says may initially seem agreeable and accommodating, but over time, this can become tiresome and even condescending. It suggests a lack of intellectual independence and a willingness to sacrifice his own thoughts and opinions in order to gain her approval. This can create an imbalance in the dynamic, making the woman feel like she is carrying the weight of the intellectual conversation. Furthermore, a man who lacks independent thought may struggle to contribute meaningfully to discussions or to offer unique insights. This can make him seem uninteresting and uninspired, diminishing his overall appeal. By contrast, a man who is well-informed, intellectually curious, and capable of forming his own opinions is more likely to be engaging, stimulating, and attractive. Moreover, it's important to be open to new ideas and perspectives, even if they challenge your own beliefs. Being willing to listen to others, to consider different viewpoints, and to engage in respectful debate is a sign of intellectual maturity and open-mindedness, qualities that are highly valued in a partner. Transforming perceptions, a roadmap to confidence and authentic appeal. Having identified these 7 subtle signs that can inadvertently project an image of weakness, the next step is to develop actionable strategies to reverse those perceptions and cultivate a more confident, self-assured persona that resonates with strength and genuine appeal. This transformation requires a commitment to self-awareness, self-improvement, and a willingness to challenge ingrained patterns of behavior. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not, but about cultivating the best version of yourself, the version that is confident, authentic, and aligned with your values. Here is a comprehensive roadmap to guide you on this journey. 1. Cultivating self-trust and decisiveness. Start small. Begin by making small decisions independently, without seeking external validation. This could be as simple as choosing what to wear, what to eat for lunch, or which route to take to work. Embrace imperfection. Accept that you will make mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes are learning opportunities. Don't let the fear of making the wrong decision paralyze you. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to your gut feelings and trust your instincts. Often, your intuition can guide you towards the right decision, even when logic fails. Practice mindfulness. Cultivate self-awareness by practicing mindfulness. This will help you become more attuned to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, allowing you to make decisions from a place of clarity and presence. Challenge negative self-talk. Identify and challenge negative thought patterns that undermine your confidence. Replace them with positive affirmations and self-compassionate statements. Seek feedback, but don't obsess. It's okay to seek feedback from trusted sources, but don't obsess over their opinions. Ultimately, the decision is yours to make. Celebrate your successes. Acknowledge and celebrate your successes, no matter how small. This will help you build confidence and reinforce your ability to make good decisions. 2. Embracing healthy assertiveness. Identify your boundaries. Take time to reflect on your values and identify your personal boundaries. What are you willing to tolerate and what are you not? Communicate clearly and respectfully. When your boundaries are violated, communicate your needs clearly and respectfully. Avoid accusations or blaming. Practice saying no. Learn to say no without feeling guilty or obligated. Your time and energy are valuable resources. Stand your ground. Be prepared to stand your ground when necessary, even if it's uncomfortable. Don't back down from your boundaries unless you genuinely believe you are in the wrong. Choose your battles. Not every issue is worth fighting over. Learn to discern between minor infractions and serious violations of your boundaries. Seek mediation when necessary. If you're unable to resolve a conflict on your own, consider seeking mediation from a neutral third party. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, even when you make mistakes. Assertiveness is a skill that takes practice. 3. Cultivating emotional resilience. Practice self-care. Prioritize activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This could include exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies. Develop healthy coping mechanisms. Identify healthy ways to cope with stress and negative emotions. This could include journaling, talking to a therapist, or engaging in creative expression. Challenge negative thought patterns. Identify and challenge negative thought patterns that contribute to emotional vulnerability. Replace them with more positive and realistic perspectives. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and cultivate an attitude of gratitude. This will help you build resilience and maintain a sense of perspective during challenging times. Seek professional help. If you're struggling with persistent emotional difficulties, don't hesitate to seek professional help from a therapist or counselor. Focus on self-improvement. Invest in your personal growth and development. This will help you build confidence and self-esteem, making you more resilient to emotional challenges. Learn from your mistakes. View setbacks as learning opportunities. Don't dwell on your mistakes, but rather analyze them and identify ways to avoid repeating them in the future. 4. Projecting authentic confidence. Focus on your strengths. Identify your strengths and focus on developing them further. This will boost your confidence and make you more attractive to others. Set achievable goals. Set realistic goals and work toward achieving them. This will give you a sense of accomplishment and boost your self-esteem. Dress for success. Pay attention to your appearance and dress in a way that makes you feel confident and comfortable. Practice good posture. Stand tall and maintain good posture. This will project an image of confidence and strength. Make eye contact. Maintain eye contact when speaking to others. This shows that you are engaged and confident. Speak clearly and concisely. Avoid rambling or using filler words. Speak clearly and concisely and get to the point. Be yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. Authenticity is a highly attractive quality. 5. Cultivating passion and purpose. Explore your interests. Take time to explore different interests and activities. This will help you discover your passions. Set meaningful goals. Set goals that are aligned with your values and passions. This will give you a sense of purpose and direction. Take action. Don't just dream about your goals. Take action and start working towards them. Embrace challenges. View challenges as opportunities for growth. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Surround yourself with passionate people. Surround yourself with people who are passionate about their lives. This will inspire you to pursue your own passions. Share your passions with others. Share your passions with others. This will make you more engaging and attractive. Never stop learning. Commit to lifelong learning. This will keep you intellectually stimulated and help you discover new passions. 6. Developing independent thought. Read widely. Read books, articles, and blogs on a variety of topics. This will broaden your knowledge and expose you to different perspectives. Engage in critical thinking. Question everything you hear and read. Don't simply accept information at face value. Form your own opinions. Based on your research and experiences, form your own opinions on important issues. Express your opinions respectfully. Articulate your opinions in a respectful and thoughtful manner, even when they differ from those of others. Be open to new ideas. Be willing to listen to different perspectives and to consider new ideas. Engage in meaningful conversations. Engage in conversations with people who have different viewpoints than your own. Don't be afraid to disagree. Don't be afraid to disagree with others, but do so respectfully and thoughtfully. Key takeaways: embracing strength and authenticity. In conclusion, the subtle signals that women perceive as weakness are often rooted in insecurity, a lack of self-confidence, and a dependence on external validation. By understanding these signals and actively working to cultivate self-trust, assertiveness, emotional resilience, authentic confidence, passion, and independent thought, men can transform their perceived weakness into genuine strength and magnetism. Remember, the goal is not to manipulate or deceive, but to cultivate the best version of yourself, the version that is confident, authentic, and aligned with your values. The journey to self-improvement is a continuous process. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way. But by embracing self-awareness, committing to personal growth, and cultivating a genuine sense of self-respect, you can unlock your full potential and create a life that is both fulfilling and attractive.